Do we do? Was it recording for that?
Oh, yeah. This is recording right now. Yep, recording.
Sweet, let's do it.
So,
Okay.
what are we doing today?
Welcome. What's up, hey team? Let's all welcome our guest. Hey guys, this is the Link Take Home. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Can we repeat that like every week?
Take home talk.
Ready?
Ready?
Next week's-
And harmonize. Great, that was great.
Beautiful. You're welcome. So this
Music
week,
to your ears.
this week we're gonna be doing something very fun. Pastor Danny has been growing in his insecurity about his bald head, so we are designing
A hairpiece.
a hairpiece for him.
Yeah.
It's gonna be very artsy.
Yeah.
We're thinking very like forward, a little retro too, very colorful.
Yeah.
We've got some sparkles, so we have some face paint. Can we show the array of
Yeah.
makeup, kit, hair,
Yeah.
face,
So we got these fun things.
little pencil-y crayon?
We got some paint. So we got brown, black, green, blue, red,
These are-
yellow, white, and purple.
Some
And we got
stuff
some
to blend.
sparkles.
Yeah.
He needs Lilia will love that.
My
Some
daughter
things-
Lilia will love the sparkles.
Yes.
Blend it in.
Is the
And
thing?
then there's
Oh,
some-
Sparkles
And
everywhere.
there's some more sparkles. Some
just pure powder sparkles. You can just pour
and then a
those
nice
right out.
little brush.
And a little brush. You can
Yep.
paint them. All right.
Perfect.
All right.
Get
So
wild.
we don't. Do you guys have a plan of what you're gonna be drawing?
Oh yes, we do.
I
Oh.
think we
Oh my
kind
God.
of talked about it.
We kind of talked about
We'll
it.
see. I think art
Game
sometimes
plan.
you can't have a plan.
This
No.
is just you're gonna flow
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the spirit
Yep.
while
I'm already
you.
proud.
And if we mess up, we have this towel.
Yeah, and we can just go.
All right. And then to go along with that, we are talking about everyone's favorite subject.
Jesus.
We do love Jesus.
That's true.
Okay, that's like my second, my second
favorite topic.
Second favorite topic. FOMO.
Fear of missing out.
FOMO. FOMO. FOMO.
Fear of missing out. Fear of missing out.
Fear up.
Does anybody in this room have a fear of missing out? Okay.
All right.
Are we all like similar personalities?
Yeah,
We're all the fun people.
we all are very similar.
Let's do this.
All right,
right,
do it.
You two,
Right,
let's get
okay.
started. Before we even start painting, let's just go over some real quick thoughts of FOMO. Danny, what are your just rapid fire?
Rapid fire thoughts on FOMO when I feel it. It's when you see somebody doing something fun and you wish you were there, but kind of feel bad about it. Like FOMO is usually a negative feeling, I think. So
Oh,
what-
this is
what
weird.
are-
I feel weird touching your head. True.
do it.
Okay, ready? You go first.
Oh my gosh.
Didn't work.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, this will work.
They got this. Oh, yeah. They're being very gentle.
We're gonna have to really play with the color to make sure it pops.
Oh wow, your head is so shiny. We'll figure it out. We'll do it.
Maybe use non-yellow more.
No.
Do we just
Okay.
need,
I'll figure it out.
we could get regular paint.
No, this is good. Just keep talking.
We should have just got latex paint and just. You know, people have died from that. Using
Latex?
latex paint on their bodies
Oh,
at
I
like
see.
football games and stuff.
Really?
And like
Yeah.
you actually breathe a little bit through your pores in your skin.
Because you can't.
Wow,
do it.
Hannah,
They
that
suffocate
is just
because they don't.
amazing.
They can't hang.
It's really strange to not be able to move my head and
Here.
feel them. It's wet. It feels wet.
So in our take-home talk, we actually pointed out that FOMO, fear of missing out, can actually be something called envy.
Oh.
Is there a time that you, experienced FOMO and to an extent that you would consider envy?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I don't want to just be the only one answering, but
Oh, okay.
for absolutely sure. In fact, I feel like every time I experience FOMO, I'm totally envious and totally jealous that I'm not there. And so what's really hard is when you see one of your friends doing something with other people and you feel envious that you're not there. you feel jealous. This is the weirdest sensation ever. You feel jealous, right, and envious that they're with your friend, or you wanted to do that and they went instead.
Oh,
like,
wait, I did the wrong thing.
so for example, I like driving those really, really fast go-karts. At like I drive NASCAR and K1 Speed and all that stuff. Like if Javen went with another group of guys, I would be bummed out because not only I would be envious because not only do I want to go drive those go-karts, I want to go drive those go-karts with Javen. So it's like two things that I feel like I'm missing out on and envious of. Yeah.
That's cool. Not cool, but so famously, one New Year's Eve drove like probably 2 hours in total so that I could go to like 3 or 4 of my different friends' gatherings because I didn't want to miss out, and I was envious of the time they're having here and the time they're having here, and I want to be with this people at this people at the same time. And yeah, FOMO, it hits me really bad, guys. You too? Why?
I don't know. I just always like, I don't want to miss out on the fun stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
It's just
if
like,
there's fun, I want to be there.
yeah.
Do you think everybody experiences FOMO?
Even the most introverted introverts?
Yeah.
What is
So
JOMO? Somebody told me that once the joy
joy.
of missing out. There's an introvert in the corner that's rejoicing.
JOMO.
JOMO.
Like just
The
so
joy.
happy to not have to be there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Joy of missing out.
Yeah, joy.
That sounds, I feel sad for that person.
That's what I was just thinking.
Now, I don't want to miss out on
so
anything.
dark.
Oh my gosh. That's funny.
It's cold and wet on my head, and it feels weird to not be able to move.
Yeah, don't move.
Don't move.
Do you think this is some form of torture?
I feel like if
Elsewhere.
I was watching this happen, I would miss out that it wasn't my bald head being painted. So I've got joy of being here.
Joe
Be here.
You know, that's actually a really good point. Joy of being here. We don't ever talk about that. I often experience fear of missing out. I wouldn't have said I often have joy of being here, but I do actually really enjoy being places that I'm at, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think maybe just in our culture in general, we don't, what is it called? We don't celebrate the good results enough. Like we don't, you know, like I have to acknowledge the things that God has done in my life. So, you know, maybe I've missed out on this other thing, but I'm really thankful to God for placing me here with this funny group of friends that get to paint our boss's head. You know what I mean? Like that's a really great thing that
To be present.
yeah, to be present. Thank you. That's perfect.
To like savor the moment. Taylor just said she's using her spit to clean this. It's not the first time Taylor spit on my head, and it probably won't be the last time.
I'm trying to clean this brush.
So why do you think we experience FOMO? Sort of philosophical, sort of not, but just what causes it?
I think, or at least for me, I think something better is happening elsewhere. Like, or maybe not always, but if I'm with you guys and the mix right now is at Lazy Moon, I'm thinking, dang, what if something better is happening there? And I get like restless, like the grass is kind of greener on the other side, I guess. And so I guess that kind of goes with envy a little bit. I guess.
Yeah, kind of envious of the people that are there.
Yeah.
I have a thought on this. So I think the fear of missing out really in being envious of somebody's situation has a lot to do with a natural desire that we have as humans to belong, to be a part of something. You know, in the beginning of the Bible in Genesis, oh my gosh,
Giving you
my eyebrows are moving. Oh my gosh. In the beginning of the Bible in Genesis, God creates Adam, and Adam is by himself. Oh my gosh. And he says, you know, God sort of makes this statement, it's not good for man to be alone. And so for many of us, it really isn't good for us to be alone. It's hard you know, we might get sad or depressed or something like that, and so we just have this natural desire to belong. And if somebody's doing something fun, it's more than just I want to have fun too. It's this sort of insecurity we have of like, maybe they don't want me there, or if they can have fun without me, maybe they don't need me, or maybe they don't love me. Yeah, the girls are making all sorts of funny noises over my head right now.
Do you feel like you're missing out because you don't get to see your head?
I sort of do, but I'm excited for the big reveal. Is there going to be a big reveal?
They're playing tic-tac-toe on your head.
I thought that felt familiar.
You just put your head this way a little bit so they can see it.
I already lost.
Try it, go
That's what I
again.
did,
Oh no.
so.
No, there's always a chance.
No, there's always a chance.
always a chance.
Just move my head if you need to. Right on the old bald spot. Fun fact.
Okay.
Okay, so 1 Corinthians 13:4. Anyone have that memorized?
No.
The love verse. Love is patient and kind.
Oh,
Love is not jealous
yeah, I
or
do.
boastful or proud. What can we do to fight against feelings of envy in ourselves and others? How can you look at a situation in the future where you feel like you are missing out?
How can you look at a situation in the future when you feel like you're missing
Yeah,
out?
like what do you think would be a better way to view, you know, what's happening?
You know, that's probably, if I can go serious for a second, you know, the Bible tells us that our life is only a vapor, right? And it disappears in a moment. And so I think it's really important for Christians to live a life where they're grateful for everything God's given us. And that includes the quiet time. You know, your friends, like in my case, right? Javen might be out go-karting with other people, and I really am missing out because I'm at home while my kids are in bed. But maybe that's some time I can take and I can be with the Lord, or I can pray, or I can recharge my own batteries. It's not necessarily, if I'm missing out on something fun, it's not necessarily always a bad thing. Maybe that's a time in my life where I need to take a break and relax and recharge a little bit. I also think too, it's important to remind yourself when you've got FOMO that nobody gets to do everything all the time. You know, there's always going to be somebody having more fun than you. And so it's really kind of pointless to always feel like that, right?
Yeah.
True.
I also think, like you said, there's always going to be somebody that's having more fun than you. I think a big portion of this, you know, nothing is new under the sun. People always have felt FOMO. But I think social media can make it feel way worse than it is.
True.
Because when we're looking at somebody else's highlight of their day, right? Where it's really easy to go, wow, they had way more fun than I did. When, you know, all we saw was that one little point. That pink just didn't show up at all. Are you guys gonna put the sparkles on?
The crayons feel like somebody's like
There we go.
scraping my head with a nail or something.
Oh no.
Oh, come.
Oh no.
I'm nervous
Wait,
about
no, wait, I have
whatever's
to get,
about
I
to
have to get
happen.
wet. Wait,
I'm so scared right now.
why is that?
Because I don't want to aspirate.
What?
Should I put it right here?
Are you about to throw... What in the world was that? It feels like somebody just hawked a loogie right on my head. Or like a big booger.
Do it again.
Oh, Hannah, it's just leadership qualities right there. Did you hear that? Oh gosh, that felt like glitter. It felt like
Never
glitter.
heard of that. Oh, look at that.
I'm loving it.
It's like the galaxy.
Oh my gosh. I hope that comes up on the camera.
This is art.
Oh, shoot.
I feel like I'm missing out because I can't see what they're doing.
You'll get to see it in the end.
It's okay. You are missing out.
I am missing
I'm just
out,
kidding.
but I'm going to take this time to be with the Lord.
Everything's better with glitter.
Oh gosh.
Oh no, look what it covered up.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh.
All right.
No.
Got it, I got
he
it.
wasn't
Everything's
ready.
everything's
Okay.
better.
All right. So long story short, FOMO. What are to summarize? What are the biggest things we point out? It's envy. You know, the best thing to do to combat that is to enjoy your time with the Lord, right? Focus on Him more than you're focusing on. You know, don't view other people or what other people have more than we're focusing on God. And then also to be in the present moment. Don't just have fear of missing out on what you're not getting, but enjoy what you are getting. Yeah.
All right.
Like, for instance, you might be watching this video feeling FOMO because you didn't get to color his head, which is totally justified because this is really fun.
Yeah.
But you're getting to have an awesome moment where you just sit down and watch YouTube and, like, get to chill for 10 minutes. Like, that's a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, too, it's important to remember that, you know, envy is a sin, right? It is sinful. It's an act of the flesh. What's that, Galatians 5? Because at its root, it's ungrateful for what you do have. You know, there's always going to be somebody out there, my dad used to say this to me, who's got more money than you, or who's more handsome or prettier than you, or, you know, who you think has a better life than you. And if you feel bad about that and feel envious about that, it's really being ungrateful for what God has given you, right? You know, God's given you and I some incredible things that are individual to us. And so if we're envious of somebody else's life, we're not grateful for the life that God's given us. So yeah, like, I don't know, Hannah, you got any closing thoughts on it?
Yeah, I feel like I definitely went through where I was just like, why can't I be doing what they're doing? And I feel like that's not okay. Because, like, we need to be thankful for what we've been given to do. Because, like, yeah, it doesn't matter what they're doing. It matters what maybe God's gonna give us. So
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, should we
Code
show?
word. Oh yeah. Let's show. Give us a tour. Give us a walkthrough of his
Okay.
no longer bald
What
head.
I drew is Pikachu,
Oh gosh.
and then an inside out Pokeball because I think I got their colors wrong. Oops. Yeah. Flower. We did a little game of tic-tac-toe right there. I just added some like swirlies.
The 90s swirls, like the
Yeah. Link I wrote right there. Hannah made like this cool galaxy, and we put glitter. Hannah, you wanna? Oh, I put bangs.
That's
So I put a red balloon because it's Danny.
Hey.
Over it, I put RBG, Red Balloon Garage.
Oh, that's me.
Yes, and then, you know, I drew a smiley face, always. And then when we did tic-tac-toe, I know I did something else, I just can't find it. I did a nice little star because you're welcome. So, yeah.
Yep, that's our.
Can I look now?
Of course.
I don't know
Here,
how you
I'm gonna
can
do
look.
this. I'm gonna.
Oh, yeah, I know what it's gonna be.
Can I take a picture?
How about I just record it? Oh. Oops.
What?
All right, here we go. Oh my God.
You can't see it as you're looking back.
I
You have to let
can't.
them do it.
Yeah, you can't.
Wait, let's just take a picture. Hold on. Wait, stop.
I feel like Tiger Lily from Peter Pan.
Wait, no, take it. No.
Stop looking up.
Wait,
Yeah, let's do it that way.
what am I doing?
I never get to see the top of my head, guys, so this is special in and of itself.
Okay, ready?
Oh my gosh. Pikachu looks demonic, Taylor. He looks like SpongeBob Chew. Oh my gosh.
That's what I thought you were doing.
This is awesome. I love it. Wow, look at how good the tic-tac-toe came out.
Yeah, I won.
Great. You can
I like your bangs. Wait, could you just get a shot of like your bangs? Just like.
these bangs.
Yes,
You were saying you want me to
haven't
take
you
a picture
always
of my
wanted bangs?
Clickbait.
Taylor's art. Hannah and Taylor's art.
All right.
Okay. All right. Thank
Hey.
you guys so much for watching.
Code word.
Code word.
I went bald when I was 18.
Is that?
That's not the code word. I just wanted to put that out there. Fun bald fact.
Code word SpongeBob Chew.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob Chew. Like Pikachu
SpongeBob
and
Chew.
SpongeBob.
Oh, I
SpongeBob
get
Chew.
it. SpongeBob Chew.
You were like,
That's what he just said.
SpongeBob.
All right, code word SpongeBob Chew. Come in Sunday
Peace
at the 11
out.
o'clock service at the link at Church in the Sun.
Sunday,
Oh my god.
11
SpongeBob Chew.
Wow.
Bye.
SpongeBob
Bye,
Chew.
guys.
Peace out.
What's the blue dot?
It's the galaxy.
Oh, with the glitter.